For the last decade or so, we've been told the same story. Our technology is the enemy. We talk about digital detoxes like we're trying to recover from some kind of poison. But what if the tool itself isn't the actual problem? What if the issue is just how it's programmed? Well, a new book called Your Personal AI Copilot argues that we can actually reprogram our tech to serve us. So let's explore that idea together.
This quote from the book just nails it, doesn't it? It frames the problem perfectly. Think about it. We are all pilots trying to navigate the storms of our own lives. But the cockpit, our technology, is filled with alerts designed for someone else's profit. It's a faulty system that's actively working against what we're trying to do. And it's high time we realized we're all flying in that storm.
So this is the crucial shift we're talking about. It's a whole new mindset. We've been living in an era of passive consumption, where we're basically just reacting to whatever our devices throw at us, right? The goal is to move into an era of intelligent augmentation, where our tech is programmed to proactively serve our goals and our intentions. It's all about taking back the controls.
And that brings us to the first big idea, completely reframing our relationship with tech. We don't have to throw our phones in a river to get our focus back. We just need to reprogram them, turning them from these sources of constant distraction into tools that actually give us direction.
Let's just be super clear about this. Right now, the AI Copilot in your pocket, it's working for social media companies, for news outlets, for retailers. Their business models literally profit when your attention is broken into a million little pieces. The core argument here is that you have the power to fire those programmers and hire yourself for the job.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? Well, this leads to this really transformative idea of the AI Copilot as a proactive mentor. And this isn't just about a new app or some new setting, it's a fundamental change in what we should even expect from our technology.
So instead of a tool that just sits there, waiting for you to feel bored or lost and then, bam, sucks you into a feed, imagine a guide that actually anticipates your needs. It sees what's coming up, it remembers the goals you set for yourself when you were feeling clear-headed, and it just gently helps you stay on course. It's not taking the wheel, it's more like a really good navigator. And this is where it gets really practical. Check this out. The reactive phone, the one we all have, is a historian of your regret. It tells you, hey, you wasted 2 hours on Instagram, after it's already too late. So helpful. But the proactive Copilot, it intervenes just in time. It notices the signs, your heart rate's up, you're jumping between apps, and it offers you a way out. It's a guide, not a judge.
This quote just beautifully captures the spirit of the Copilot. See, it's not about control, it's about support. We all have these hopes and intentions for ourselves in the morning, but man, by 4 p.m. our willpower is shot. The Copilot is the tool that remembers that morning version of you and protects that hope from your afternoon fatigue.
Okay, so let's get into the how. How does this actually work? The first major function is what the book calls the well-being engine. And this is all about using tech to manage our internal state, our stress, our emotions, our energy, often before we even realize there's a problem.
Most of our wearables are just historians. They tell us what our heart rate was. The Copilot is different. It's a biometric interpreter. It sees your heart rate variability dip while you're in the middle of typing a stressful email, recognizes that pattern, and offers a little micro-intervention right then and there. It's translating your body's raw data into actionable wisdom.
And here's what that might actually look like. Let's say you're in a deep state of focus, but your tension is climbing right alongside it. Instead of just letting you burn out, the Copilot could gently nudge you. Hey, your focus is peaking, but so is your tension. Time for a deep breath? It's a simple but incredibly powerful way to keep you from going over the edge.
Oh man, we've all been there, haven't we? A single negative thought kicks off a cascade, and suddenly we're in this emotional spiral. By the time we even realize what's happening, we're already deep in the storm. It's such a common human experience, but it's one that technology can actually help us with.
This image is just a perfect way to show the solution, the AI as an emotional sounding board. Instead of letting that tangled mess of thoughts and feelings run wild inside your head, you can externalize it. You can literally talk it out with the AI, which helps move the emotion from the reactive part of your brain to the analytical part, untangling the chaos into something clear and manageable. So, we've talked about our internal state, but what about our external goals? This is where we get into what's called augmented intentionality. This is all about actively protecting our focus and our direction in a world that is basically designed to steal it.
So, the core concept here is the architecture of attention. Now, this is way more than your phone's simple focus mode. Think of it as a dynamic, intelligent system. It can tell when you've hit a flow state,
maybe based on your typing speed or your heart rate, and it automatically hardens the defenses, silencing notifications and maybe even hiding distracting things on your screen.
Yeah, a shield is the perfect metaphor. Right now, our attention is constantly under attack from all these low-value digital requests. The architecture of attention acts like an active, intelligent shield that just deflects all that junk so you can stay focused on the work that actually matters to you.
And this is such a great line. We waste so much mental energy just trying to hold on to things. Appointments, random ideas, little to-dos. The Copilot can act as your external brain, holding all of that stuff for you so that your mind is free to do what it does best. Come up with ideas, connect the dots, and solve problems.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds a little scary, maybe? Is the AI taking over? And look, that's a fair question, which is why this is probably the most important part of this whole idea. Making sure that the human, you, always remains the pilot in charge. So we have to understand the huge difference between delegation and abdication. Delegation is smart. It's asking the AI to find the most efficient driving route so you can spend more time with your family. Abdication, though, that's the danger. That's asking an AI to write a heartfelt apology because you don't want to do the emotional work. That's when you become a passenger in your own life.
And this image just says it all. The AI's hands are there to guide, to assist, to stabilize. But your hands are the ones firmly on the wheel. It's a partnership, but one where your human intent is, and always must be, the final authority. You're the captain.
At the end of the day, the role of this technology is to serve our humanity, not replace it. I mean, an algorithm can optimize a schedule, sure, but it can't replicate your unique values or your love for your family or your sense of purpose. Those are the things that make you the craftsman of your life. The machine just sharpens the tools.
Which brings us to the ultimate vision here, the integrated Navigator. This is that state where technology just becomes a seamless extension of you. It's not a distraction you have to fight anymore. It's like a digital exoskeleton for your soul, a framework that supports your will without ever replacing it, amplifying your deepest intentions.
And the payoff for this kind of transformation? It's profound. You stop wasting all that energy fighting with yourself. Deep focus becomes your normal state, not some rare accident. And kind of ironically, the more high-tech your support system is, the more low-tech and human your daily life can become, freeing you up for what really, truly matters.
So, we'll end with this question, because it's the most important one. Make no mistake, you already have an AI copilot in your pocket right now. The only question is, who is it working for? Is it working for advertisers and algorithms, or is it working for you? The choice, ultimately, is yours.